Hi everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And it's day 2 of our ABC Talk look at a slice of your daily life. Today we're going to be paying bills. Well, that's great because actually I have a bill here.
Oh, what is that for?
It's for my internet and I
Okay.
haven't paid it and I think maybe I should have paid it last week. So later today I'm gonna go down to the 7-Eleven and try to pay it. I just want to remember to do it because I'm afraid to get home in the evening and be, oh no internet. I can't do anything online. So I have to remember. I can do this at the 7-Eleven, right?
Yeah.
Phone bills,
and
internet.
You know what? I think there might be an app or a website. You can actually do it on your phone.
Really?
So you don't even have to go downstairs.
I can just use my credit card online.
I think so. I'm gonna check and I'll send you a link.
Okay, well that would be great.
That would be easier.
And either that or the 7-Eleven, both of those would be easier than going to the phone office to pay it because I don't know if I could get there before they close.
I don't even know where it is.
Yeah, that's right. I don't even know where the phone company is. Anyway, so I'm going to be paying my bills. Mason, though, he will beat me. He'll be paying his bills right now in our dialogue.
At a convenience store.
Maybe he can pay my bill.
Okay.
Yeah. Mason is at a convenience store.
Could I help the next customer, please?
Hi, I'd like to pay some bills.
Sure. Let me just scan the barcodes on each one. There's a problem with your electric bill.
All right, so paying bills is the title of today's dialogue. That's what we're going to be doing. Well, we won't. I will later, but I won't now.
Because Mason's going to do it.
Mason will pay the bills now. He said he won't pay for my bill.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But you got to pay your own bills, man.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Mason right now, but that's okay. He's got his own bills to pay. I understand. And he is where I might be later. Mason is at a convenience store, right? 7-Eleven, Family Mart, High Life, convenience stores.
Yeah.
And we also had that word bill. Now the bill is something you will get, in this case, probably either online or sent on paper, like the bill I had, by the mail to your home, and you'll get these bills probably every month from the internet company, from your cell phone company, cable TV, water, power, gas.
Yeah.
All of these other things.
Oh, bills can also be from the restaurant after you eat.
You can get the bill there too, but basically the bill is something that says this is how much you need to pay.
Give me money.
And they will write down how they figured that out, show you all the math, and so when you look at the bill, you know how much you need to pay. And yes, of course, a convenience store, as we mentioned, you guys know what those are. 7-Eleven, Family Mart, there's one on every corner of every place in Taiwan. Taiwan has many convenience stores.
Taiwan is so convenient.
It is very convenient in those stores.
Yeah, and convenient just means things are very easy. It's easy to go because it's located everywhere. It's easy to pay your bill. You know, it's easy to do so many things.
It's open 24 hours.
Oh, 24/7. That means it's very convenient. So it's easy. So convenience store, a store that makes your life easy.
Exactly.
So we're going to start with the dialogue, and we have a clerk and we have Mason. So I will be the clerk and I will say, could I help the next customer, please? So I'm just waiting to see who, I will serve next.
All right, so the clerk is there to help the customers like Mason. And yes, he would like some help and he explains, hi, I'd like to pay some bills. Pretty simple thing that you would do down at the convenience store.
Sure, let me just scan the barcodes on each one. Beep, 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 beep. There's like 3 usually.
Okay.
There is a problem with your electric bill.
Interesting. Now the clerk noticed this after she started to scan those barcodes on the different bills that Mason has. Here, scan, of course, we're using it as a verb. It could also be a noun, like an X-ray scan or an MRI scan or something. But here we're using it as a verb, basically to kind of quickly gather information. Now, if you are scanning something, you're using your eyes and you're reading something really quickly. Might be a news story or something you kind of understand. You're just checking it to make sure you have all the details, but you don't read it word for word, line by line. You just kind of move your eyes over it quickly, looking for anything that's strange or anything that grabs your attention. In stores, people will use these, I think they're lasers actually, right? It's a small machine they hold in their hand, a light comes out of it, and then they shine it on a barcode or those QR codes that we've been taking pictures of because of COVID. That's another way we might scan something, get information that you can use in a quick way from some kind of information or message.
So here we're scanning a barcode, and barcodes are those lines. Each barcode is different. They're like thicker and thinner lines, those black lines, and when you scan it, then you get, a website or what the price is, or you have some information. The system works well with the scanner. So you scan a barcode, beep, and then these are, of course, everywhere, and QR code is a kind of code too, a special one, and a barcode is just the one that looks like a long bar. And these are all done with an electric scanner.
That's right. Well, also, Mason was having problems with his electric bill.
Oh,
Either
yes.
way, these involve using electricity. That's the adjective electric. So if we're talking about something that could be another thing, that could get power in another way, we might use another word. But if you have a car and it's an electric car,
Tesla.
It's getting its power from electricity. If you have a power plant that makes electricity, well, all of them do, but they might make it in different ways. But everything that comes out of that power plant is electric or coming from, or involving electricity. So his electric bill would be the bill he pays so that he can turn on the lights, so he can use machines, his computer plugs in, all of that kind of stuff. It's kind of important, and if he's having a problem with the bill, that could lead to a serious problem for Mason when he goes home and the house is dark. But we'll find out after the break, so let's take that break now.
What's the matter with it?
It's past due, so I can't accept payment for it here.
Really? What do I do now? I don't want them to turn off my power.
You have to go to the power company and pay your bill there.
Oh, that's not convenient at all.
So Mason's at the convenience store trying to pay his electric bill.
Doesn't work?
Yeah, but there seems to be a problem. That's what the clerk just told him, right? She couldn't scan the bill, or she's not going to be able to help him pay the bill here at the convenience store. But anyway, Mason kind of is interested and a little worried about why not. So he asks her the question, what's the matter with it? If something is the matter with something, there's a problem with something.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, what's wrong with it? He could have said, what's wrong with it, or what's the problem with it? Why can't I do this sort of simple thing I'm trying to do, pay my electric bill?
I've actually gotten this response before from the
yeah?
clerk. The clerk says, it's past due, so I can't accept payment for it here. So that means that Mason forgot to pay it and the date is past the due date. So then he has to actually go to the office, the phone office, the electricity office. He has to go somewhere else. He can't pay it at the convenience store anymore. So she says, I can't accept payment for it. So we notice when a word has M-E-N-T, it's a noun. So we know that paying is a verb, to give money, and payment is the money that you give. So accepting payment means taking money, and unfortunately we can't do that here because Mason forgot to do it on time.
Okay. And we often use payment to talk about things that we pay quite often, quite regularly, maybe over a long period of
rent
time.
or something.
A rent payment, a
Phone
car
bill.
payment. You wouldn't really say that the money for your food is your restaurant payment. No, that would be more like if you own a restaurant and you're paying to keep it running, to keep
that would
it
just
in
be the
business.
bill,
That would
right?
just be the bill,
Correct.
right? So usually it's for these kinds of things that you pay every month. things like bills. Anyways, so this is kind of inconvenient at the convenience store for Mason. He can't pay it there. And then he says, really? Like, I guess he didn't notice the date. He didn't know this was a problem. I guess it also means he couldn't use an app either.
Yeah,
right?
probably didn't work.
At the convenience store, can't use the app. So he's sort of lost right now. He needs some help. He says, really, what do I do now? I have to pay my bill. As he explains, I don't want them to turn off my power. No, you certainly don't want to come home at night and find your home dark and none of the machines and nothing inside works because you have no power. Now here, when we use power in this sense, when we talk about having power, getting your power connected, losing power, we're talking about electricity.
Right? Not power.
Not just that kind of power, not the power you get in your car from burning gasoline, although that is power, right? A Ferrari is a car with a lot of power, but that's more gas power, engine power. When we talk about power in our normal lives, usually we mean electricity. I got home, there was no power. The power went off. There's a power failure. All of this means there is no electricity coming into your home, and you definitely want to have electricity coming into your home. It makes things much easier.
Yeah, you gotta charge your phone.
Otherwise, you'll walk into walls.
Okay, so the clerk says you have to go to the power company and pay your bill there. So that's not easy because we don't know where the power company is, and 7-Elevens are everywhere. So we have to Google, what's the closest power company? And I think they do that because it's part of the system. It just shuts down if you don't pay on time. So you have to go somewhere else, and there's nothing that the clerk can do about it.
I see. And probably the power company offices will not be open 24/7.
No, definitely
So he'll have to go
not.
during the day's time on a weekday.
Oh, no.
And as Mason says, oh, that's not convenient at all.
Not at
no.
all.
Well, this is the convenience store. That's why it's not convenient, because you can't do it here. You have to do it somewhere else.
You gotta
But it's
do it on time.
important to
if you
do.
wanna
And
do
we
it
should
here.
also mention that if you're not paying your bills here, it's a small problem. You go pay, and then they, reconnect you. They turn the service back on maybe a few hours later. If you're in other countries, especially in North America, it's a much bigger problem. So if you plan to go overseas to study, make sure you pay all your bills. If you don't, they'll take many days maybe to turn it back on, and you'll have to pay a lot more money as a kind of penalty, as a punishment. So always pay your bills, especially overseas.
Taiwan is awesome. They turn it on immediately.
It's pretty quick here, even for the people who forget a lot
Yeah.
to pay their bills. All right, guys, that's all the time we have
Pay your
for today.
bills.
Pay your bills.
On time.
That's right. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for one more look at our ABC Talk Dialogues. Mason is at a convenience store.
Could I help the next customer, please?
Hi, I'd like to pay some bills.
Sure. Let me just scan the barcodes on each one. There's a problem with your electric bill.
What's the matter with it?
It's past due, so I can't accept payment for it here.
Really? What do I do now? I don't want them to turn off my power.
You have to go to the power company and pay your bill there.
Oh, that's not convenient at all.
Hi， 大家好，我是 Stephanie。那我们今天一起来看单字。第一个呢是 bill， 它是名词账单。Dave paid his bills at the convenience store. Dave 在便利商店缴款。那像是现在很多的账单呢，都改成电子版本了。电子账单的英文呢是 e-bill，e 呢也就是 electronic 的缩写，电子的意思。第二个呢是 convenience store， 便利商店。哇，很刚好的，我们第一个例句呢就用到了这个单字。这边我们再造一个句子 I go to the convenience store every morning. 我每天早上都会去便利商店。第3个单字呢是形容词 electric， 用电的、电力的。We have an electric stove at home. 我们家里有一个电炉。最后一个单字呢是名词 power， 电力、电源。When Diane got home, she found that the power was off. Diane 回家时发现停电了。那我们今天的第一个文法重点呢是 What's the matter with something？ 某事物有什么问题 ？Matter 表示问题，这个用法呢和 What's wrong with something 相似。What's the matter with your car？ 你的车子怎么了？事实上呢，我们也可以直接说 What's the matter？ 来询问状况，不一定要在后面接上受词。那最后一个重点呢是 turn off， 关闭电器用品。Can you turn off the radio? I'm trying to get some sleep. 你能关掉收音机吗？我想睡一下。关掉电器是 turn off， 那相对的开启的说法呢就是 turn on。比如说 Can you please turn on the AC？ 可以请你打开冷气吗？好，这就是今天的讲解，下次再见。
Hi, my name's Oliver.
And I'm Nina.
And today we're going to play a game called Guess the Bear. So basically we each have 3 cards. On each card is 2 sentences with a word or phrase missing, and I'm going to replace it with the word bear. And you have 1 minute to guess, and then we're going to switch.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, shall I begin?
Yes, you can ask the...
Ready? And go. All right, first one. It's a phrase, it's 2 words. So please bear the light when you leave the room. Second one, he forgot to bear the oven and burnt his pizza.
Turn off.
Correct. Yes. Next is a noun. Number 1, let's ask the waiter for the bear. Number 2, I didn't expect my electricity bear to be so high.
Bill.
Correct. Number 3, a noun, 2 words. 1, my favorite bear is 7-Eleven. 2, she paid all her bills at the bear.
Convenience store.
Wow, okay. That's
All
it.
right,
You
I'm
got it. 3
really
for 3.
good at this. All right, your turn. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, and start. Number 1, I bought a bear kettle for making tea. Number 2, we changed from gas heat to bear.
Electric.
Yes. All right, I'm not going to throw it away. Okay, the next one. She has the bear to charm any man she meets. The second one. The party has been in bear for the past 4 years.
Skip.
All right.
I like that one.
Skip. This is a 4-word phrase. Okay. You look sad. Bear, you. Or number 2, bear, the computer. It was working earlier. This is kind of hard.
I feel sorry for, or
You look sad. Bear. No, it's not. You look sad. Bear, you. Bear, the computer. It was working earlier. Oh!
I don't know
Okay.
how I should feel about this one.
So the answer was, what's the matter with?
Oh, yeah, okay.
You look sad. What's the matter with you?
Okay, kind of
And-
medium hard, maybe not too hard.
Yes. What's the matter with the computer? It was working earlier. And the other one that you missed was power. She has the bear. She has the power to charm any man she meets. The party has been in power for the past 4 years.
Right, my initial thought was like a party.
Yes,
like,
me too.
So I was like, the party? the
party.
ability of the party? Oh, yeah. Okay. Right, you win this round.
Well, and many rounds to come.
See you next time.